and the whole ground went thump, and just everywhere just lit up. Okay guys, so in a previous video you saw that the engine unfortunately caught fire. I thought it did kind of small enough damage, which is basically just, you know, a bit of blackening here and there, and yeah. So I was saying where the fire first started, so one of these lines wasn't tight, which I think was the top one, and it was dribbling a bit of fuel, so I tightened it. It dribbled some more fuel, so I tightened it again. What I didn't realise was the fuel had dribbled down onto this and into the internals of the alternator. So there was a belt obviously on the alternator, and when the engine turned over, obviously something inside the alternator, like the brushes, sparked, ignited the vapor fuel that was now in there, set it on fire. The flame came up this way. This one then decided to leak again and shot a flame out this way, which was grand because you could just turn off the pump and it would stop. But what happened was it melted this, the gear stick, which I think, or else the tops of the snips there, and a tiny drip of molten plastic just went boom. The whole floor was not covered, but, like, you know, there was just a few splashes here and there, and a few little spills, and just ignited the entire floor, which obviously then brought more wire or more flame up this way and melted off the belt. But it also melted all the internals of the alternator. So I can turn the alternator and it is burnt. And yeah, that thing is toast. So don't really know what to do. What I'm hoping is take a few measurements and maybe a B5 Passat, because they have 110 amp hour alternators in them, and if I could swap one of them onto it and just swap the pulleys across, that'd be a really neat job. After that I don't really know. Yeah, I think that's the major damage. Like, obviously, like the 6 barrel air intake there, it got slightly scorched, and the dipstick got slightly scorched, and all the wires down here got scorched. But that was majority of what actually happened. But yeah, that alternator is toast. So if you can, guys, please support me on PayPal. What else got burnt? I threw stuff away that was out. Get out of the way. What was it? Oh, I put it outside. It's up there. The cardboard box. It has all the parts in it that for the engine, for bushes, bearings, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the whole box got burnt, so it's outside now just in case it relights. But, like, look, this it's just something that happens. Yeah, so I use Facebook not to talk to friends, but actually to talk to other Volkswagen people, which is kind of weird. But I don't really like Facebook, but this is what I'm using it for. And one of the sites I like using is Burn All the Corrados. So literally, yeah, engine catching fire is kind of a weird start to joining a Facebook group, but yeah, that's what happened. The engine caught fire.